Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with the Atakline for Wednesday, February the 20th, 2013. I got a lot to get through because I haven't made an Atakline in about a week. So let's get started with my gigs. DJ Zack Attack gigs. I had a lot of gigs the last couple days. I did lunches at a pep rally on last Thursday, for women high school after a snow day canceled it. It was the end of charity week. Lunches weren't as great as usual. It was still okay, but not as good as other lunches from the past. Pep rally was great. I had a little dance set before the pep rally. That was good. So it was a good day there. Then Friday, I did a special needs dance. Once again, not as good as last year. Last year's February special needs was great, but it wasn't a bad one. Plus, I was battling an illness, which I'm better now. That's why I also have been tackling the last couple of days. I've been busy with gigs, plus I've been feeling a lot of ill, although I did make not an tackling, but an elimination chamber review and a wall review. That's all I had time for this week. Now I'm on the attack line. I am on my triple finale of my current tour, the Attack Army Tour. I did 2 gigs already for it. Monday and Tuesday I did 2 basketball games. Monday's boys game against Ike. I wasn't going to do that, but it got rescheduled. It was great. Great game. We lost though by 20 points, but it was a great crowd. Probably the best crowd we've had all season. In my second and only girls game this year, I only did 2 girls games this year. I did 3 boys. I'm doing my 4th on Friday. For my second girls game, second girls game, I did on Tuesday, yesterday. It was great. We lost by 10 points, but still decent shot. Half court shot was great. Decent shot to end the half. First half, it was awesome. That was 2 gigs my Attack Army finale. The 3rd gig of my finale is Friday. And a boys game against Lance Cruz. That was my final game of the season and final gig of the Attack Army. Girls yesterday took on Grails Point. Boys on Monday took on Ike. So there you go. Now, I have a lot of number ones. Start with your number 1 movie, since I ain't making an Attack line Monday also. Bruce Willis reigned the box office again with Live Free or Die Hard. I thought after the bombs of Arnold's movie and also Science movie, I was like, is Bruce's movie gonna fail? But Die Hard's a name movie. I think it only made about $35 million though, below the expectations of $55 million despite getting critically slammed. And also, since it's Wednesday, Billboard number 1s. Now, we don't know the number 1 single yet, though. The number 1 single for Billboard Hot 100 is not revealed yet. Currently, it's Macklemore, but probably will be retaining for 5th week, but it's unknown at this time. But the Grammys indeed had a big surge in album sales this week, including the number 1 album getting a big surge. The Grammy-winning album of the year, Babel. I said Babel, but it's Babel. Mumford & Sons. And they just won a Brit Award. Brit Awards is airing in America right now as I'm speaking. This Attack line. They won Best British Group, beating, yes, One Direction. So a good day for them getting that award. Probably going to win British Album. But of course, not only that, they get the number 1 album for Billboard. 4th non-consecutive week for Mumford & Sons. Big surge. A lot of people got some big post-Grammy sales. Not as big as Adele last year, but still. Benefiting from the post-Grammy surge, Lumineers, Taylor Swift, and Bruno Mars all advanced to the charts this week thanks to the Grammys. So there you go, that's your number 1 album, number 1 single. Do not know yet. Now, of course, the Grammys are known for, of course, the pre-Grammy party held by Clive Davis. Well, Clive had a different party of sorts this week. A coming out party. He released a book this week called Soundtrack of My Life. And he revealed on that book, and also on Kitty Kirk, that he's out of the closet. He's bisexual. That's very interesting to see. I know he looks kind of gay to me, but hey, who am I to judge? So happy for him for coming out. And not only did he reveal that, he also revealed a little clash with Kelly Clarkson. Now, Kelly Clarkson, yesterday when Clive made this big reveal, she posted on her website about an alleged lying that Clive made in a book. According to Kelly's statement, she said, I refuse to be bullied, and I just have to clear up his memory lapses and misinformation for myself and for my fans. It feels like a violation. Growing up is awesome because you learn you don't have to cower to anyone, even Clive Davis. Now, Davis claimed in the tell-all book that Clarkson burst into hysterical sobbing after hearing of single Since You've Been Gone and Behind These Hazel Eyes. Kelly said it was not true, but she did cry in his office once, not because of crying for Since You've Been Gone, but it was in response to a censure of her song Because of You. I cried because he hated it, and he told me point blank that I was a shitty writer who should be grateful for the gifts that he bestows upon me. This was devastating, coming from a man who I, as a young girl, considered a musical hero and was honored to work with. He belittled me and my music, completely sabotaged mine in December. He never had a chance to reach his full potential. And then, after this little event from Kelly, Davis fired back, saying that he told the truth in account of their creative differences. He said, I am truly sorry that she has decided to take issue with what I know to be an accurate depiction of our time together. Before the book was published, I had every fact checked with 5 independent individuals who were present on a daily basis throughout it all. The chapter as it is written was thoroughly verified by each and every one of them. I stand by the chapter as written in my book. He continued to praise Kelly as a tremendous vocal talent and performer, and he wishes and will always wish Kelly's talent and her career to soar to even new heights. So there you go. Clive Davis' new book is out, but not without slight criticism for Kelly Clarkson. Now, a lot of festivals announced their lineups this week. First, a new country festival announced their lineup on Monday, the Faster Horses Festival, including headliners Jason Aldean, Luke Bryan, and Dux Bentley. Well, yesterday, in a unique way of announcing it on Facebook and a big announcement video on YouTube by Rita Gigovic, Bonnaroo announced its lineup. The headliners for Bonnaroo, big names. You got Paul McCartney, the aforementioned Mumford & Sons, and Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Look at this list of big names. You got Bjork, ZZ Top, Wu-Tang Clan, Wilco, Pretty Lights, The Lumineers, R. Kelly, Doodoo Head, Daniel Tosh, Passion Pit, David Byrne with St. Vincent, Animal Collective, Monsters and Men, Jim James of My Morning Jack with John Oates, Kendrick Lamar, Cat Power, A$AP Rocky, the aforementioned Weird Al Yankovic, Dwight Yoakam, Billy Idol, among many, and I do mean many others in this big 3-day festival from June the 13th to the... I think it'll be on YouTube. They've been streaming it live. And also, Macklemore is at this event too. So there you go. That's some of the names for the big Bonnaroo Festival taking place in June. And like I said, also Faster Horses Festival announced their lineup. Now, I'd like to say a big congratulations to Fergie. She sang about her humps and her little lady lumps. Well, she's gonna sing about her bump, her bump, her bump, her bump, her little baby bump. Yes, she's pregnant. She announced on her Twitter page that me and Josh was baby plus 3. That means, like I said, Fergie is expecting. Where her husband Josh Duhamel, who I mentioned last week, is the host of the Kids' Choice Awards. So congrats to Fergie on that great news. I don't think she announced what sex it is yet, if it's a boy or a girl, but looking forward to seeing Fergie having a baby. So congrats to Fergie for that great news. Now, I got some album news. 2 groups are set to release an album, both on May 7th. First is a country group who is following up a big album, while another is a group who hasn't released an album in over 13 years. First, the country group. The follow-up to the big On the Night album, Lady Antebellum announced they're releasing their new album, Golden, on May the 7th. The follow-up to On the Night is the first under the new bannership of EMI Universal, now that their record label Capitol is now under the Universal Music umbrella. Of course, Golden, coming out May 7th, is preceded by the hit single Downtown, which is heating up the charts. Each Lady A member released a statement about this album, starting with Charles, saying that this album feels to me like one of those from start to finish, could be a road trip record. That's what we wanted. It's one of the reasons why the term Golden was kind of cool. I think about road trips and driving down the road with those little streaks of sunshine popping through the trees, especially at sunset. Golden, it just gives you this warm, easy feeling. Peaceful, easy feeling. Anyway, Hillary added, writing and recording this record really took us back to when we first met each other. When I first met the boys, Charles and Dave, we spent a lot of time around the piano at the house that we lived at the time. We didn't know much of each other at all, but there was still some magic, and then the harmonies. That's how it all started. That blend of our voices and that blend of our songwriting craft. So it's exciting that even on our fourth record, we still find that. Dave mentioned also the word golden comes with a lot of pictures. In the title track, it depicts driving down the road at sunset, but to me, it also depicts a special time in our career. So there you go. No track listing yet revealed, but you're probably expecting it soon. Of course, Lady A is going to do some promotion for the album, but I bet you're not going to do a tour quickly. They're doing one-off shows this summer, including one at Freedom Hill, but we're not going to tour big time for the album until Hillary has her baby. So Lady A, like I mentioned, ain't the only one releasing an album on May 7th. Today, 98 Degrees released a statement they're releasing their album on May 7th. The first album in 13 years since Revolution in 2000 is coming out 2.0. Of course, they're going on tour with New Kids on the Block and Boyz II Men on the package tour. So 98 Degrees announced their new album today, same day as Lady A, May 7th. So interesting to see them back on the road again. So there you go, Lady A, 90 Degrees, both heavy albums coming out on May the 7th. Now, last week I mentioned that Bruno Mars announced the cities for his upcoming Moonshine Jungle tour, but no dates or venues. But today Bruno announced the tour dates and venues for the Moonshine Jungle tour to kick off this June. It will go all over US and Canada. It'll land in the Michigan, where I'm at, Detroit area, on July 11th at the Palace. I thought he'd do DTE. But anyone can sell out the Palace with 2 albums under the belt. Justin Bieber did it, so did Taylor, and apparently now One Direction. So there you go. Bruno Mars will have Ethan Golding in Detroit, and Fizz and the Tantrums will open up other dates. So there you go. Bruno Mars zigzagging through US and Canada, announcing the full itinerary for the Moonshine Jungle tour to kick off on June 25th. I think it's in Washington State, I think. I need to correct myself on that. So there you go. Now, on with some WWE news. Now, Jack Swagger, a lot of controversy with him. His promo on Monday got a lot of criticism from a lot of Tea Party conservatives. It's a storyline, people. I said in my Elimination Chamber review that when Jack Swagger won the Chamber match, I knew what storyline they were going towards with the Jack Swagger Alberto match. That the fact that Jack's a weird American, an anti-immigrant, racist storyline. I knew that storyline was going to be enhanced, and boy, oh boy, was I right. But it may turn out that Jack's push may have come a little too soon. His push may be down the drain because of one reason. Because he got high. Because he got high. Because he got high. Yes, Jack Swagger got busted last night after the Smackdown taping. According to TMZ, Jack Swagger was arrested Tuesday night after being pulled over in Mississippi. WWE saw Jack Swagger was arrested last night after allegedly driving under the influence with pot in his car. I saw a lot of people making fun of it today on Facebook. Sources tell TMZ that Swagger, weird name Jacob Hager, was leaving SmackDown taping at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum in Biloxi when he was pulled over for speeding. According to law enforcement, the officer who pulled him over determined Swagger was driving under the influence, and a search revealed Swagger was in possession of marijuana. He later was released on his own reckonings, but not before being charged with DUI, marijuana possession, and speeding. I just see his mugshot. God, like every other celebrity mugshot, it's bad. WWE is not concerned over the situation, saying that the WWE said that Mr. Swagger is responsible for his own personal actions. So who knows? I will not be surprised if Jack Swagger loses his title shot next week. What, John Cena's putting his title shot on the line against Punk? Who knows? Maybe Swagger may lose his shot too. Come on, Ziggy. Cash in MITB. Hopefully Ricardo doesn't interfere like he did on Monday. Alright. Other WWE news besides Jack Swagger getting busted for getting high. W13, sorry, W14, it's got a new developer. Now, for the last couple months, the original developer of WWE games, especially the last couple, THQ, fired for bankruptcy. Now, it's official that WWE's franchise of the video games is going to a new company, 2K Sports, makers of hit games like the NBA 2K series, MLB 2K series. They announced today that 2K and WWE that they have entered an exclusive multi-year agreement granting 2K the exclusive worldwide rights to publish the WWE video games. The series, of course, starting at WWE14, which will continue to be developed by Ukes, the other major company making WWE games, will combine the studio's signature gameplay with 2K's commitment to authenticity in WWE14, the latest iteration of the popular long-running video game series. The WWE series is a great addition to our stable of AAA titles, said the COO of 2K, David Ismailer. We're very happy with the exclusive agreement with our new partners. We look forward to capturing the excitement of WWE and marrying it with the same commitment to authenticity and entertainment that we give to our NBA 2K and MLB 2K series. It won't be called WWE 2K, it'll just be still WWE14. So it'll still be coming out in the fall on Xbox, Wii U, PS3, and maybe, if it comes out in time, PS4. Yes, PlayStation 4 was announced today, I heard. Who cares? Sony sucks. So there you go. Anyway, I end the Atakline with Modern Family preview. Last week's Valentine's Day episode was pretty awesome. It was a different way of storytelling last week on Modern because they didn't go back and forth between the couples. They went through the whole entire 3-act syndrome by 3 days. Day before Valentine's Day with Claire and Phil in their attempts for Valentine's Day. Day before, since they were watching The Baby, AJ and Gloria getting interrupted on Valentine's Day, and Kim and Mitch having too much fun and feeling the morning after their Valentine's Day party. So it was a good Modern Family last week. See what happens this week on Modern tonight at 9. I'm hearing it's going to be about Claire's college reunion. And Phil bumping into an old professor of Claire's that she used to date before she met him. So it's going to be very interesting and awkward. So there you go, Modern Family tonight at 9 on ABC. That is it for the Atakline for today. See you all later. That mind you've been attacked by the news from Zach. See you all later. Yeah.